Good morning. It's early morning in Texas, and this is Kathy Peck with teandstamps.com, or excuse me, teandstamps.blogspot.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make this card using the, oops, gotta get myself together here. It's so early, but I made this video yesterday, and in the editing process I lost it, so I'm doing it again today. Using the Colorful Seasons stamp set. I haven't used this stamp set very often. I've had it for quite a while, but it's really, really nice. I mean, it covers all 4 seasons, so this is the perfect time to use it. And today, I used it to make this stamp, or excuse me, this card that I found a sample of on Pinterest. It was originally made by Linda Callahan in about 2017. She did it for a Freshly Made Sketches sample for one of their weekly blogs, blog hops. So this one is done with this, just a straight stamp. As you can see, it's a nice thin line, very crisp image. So I wanted a little bit bolder image of the leaves. So what I did is I spritzed the leaves with a little mister, just to give them a little bit more thickness. You can do that with any thin line stamp. I wouldn't recommend it with a very detailed stamp because it just might be a mess. And then if you wanted to go even bolder, you could die cut the images and paste them on. So there's 3 samples. So today I'm going to be making this one, the one I spritz, because lately I've been in a spritzing kind of mood. So here we go. Alright. I used an old olive card base. And I stamped on Very Vanilla. I like Very Vanilla for this because I think the white is just a little too crisp. And when it comes this time of year, I'm kind of all warm and fuzzy. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat because I'm using a photopolymer stamp. So this mat gives it a little extra cushion. Oh, hey, Hazel. Do you want to come say hi to everyone? My little puppy's here. She's watching me. She thinks I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody else who's going to be watching the video. The colors I'm using today are Sahara Sand, Crushed Curry. I was about to say Cajun Craze, but that's coming. Crushed Curry, Old Olive, Cajun Craze, and Pumpkin Pie. All well used and well loved stamp pads. And I do like the new ones, the new stamp pad. I can get them open pretty easy. And I'll use a Stampin' Right marker to do a little spritzing or splattering afterwards. Okay, here we go. First I'm going to do the sentiment. I was a little more organized yesterday. I had everything pre-mounted and I lost it when I was editing. That was a little sad, but things happen. Alright, I want to put the sentiment in the lower left corner. It's a fairly large sentiment, so no matter where you put it, it's going to take up a lot of space. And then we'll angle the leaves down. Alright, got my stamp cleaner over here already set up. So that's all we're going to use of this one, on the Sahara Sand. I just used that for the sentiment. I really do like Sahara Sand. I've kind of liked it a lot lately. For a while there, I wasn't bothered by it. I didn't care much about it, but now I'm using it a lot. This next little bit, we're going to take the smaller solid leaf. There's a large solid leaf and a small one, and I'm going to use the small one. And that with the crushed curry. Just going to stamp a few on here for like little baby leaves in the background, but I'm not using the curry straight on. I'm going to stamp it off a little, and I did mist it just to give it a squishy look. I got a mist over here. I can't mist near the paper. Ooh, I'm almost out of water. Just to give it a little splot. Oh, and I like that effect. It kind of give it a little splattered look. And you can stamp twice as fine. Here we go. Okay, oh, I'm liking this better today. I'm almost out of water. I may have to run and get a little bit of water, but we'll see. Okay, next is the larger leaf. Oh, I didn't need to put that over there. Ooh, it's really early. Everybody's still in bed. It's a holiday here. So the kids are home, the husband's home. I've got a busy afternoon of taking kids for shots and going to the school to pick up report cards. Oh, my phone is crooked. I hope this isn't looking too crooked. Let me check. It is a little crookedy. Hold on while I straighten things up a little. There, I think that's better. I still have I finally bought an Archon stand and I'm still getting used to using it. There, I had to have a sip of tea. Kind of makes everything go better. Alright, we'll go do some pumpkin pie right now. Pumpkin pie. Everybody loves pumpkin pie. Well, almost everybody. My son, his birthday's coming up soon and he always asks for pumpkin pie for his birthday. As a matter of fact, his birthday's tomorrow. Well, I do need water. Just give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Alright. A good little mist. You don't need a lot, just like 1 or 2 squirts. Just, you want to gently wet this. And then just pick how you want to put it on here and plop it down. If it's too wet, it's going to spread a lot. And that was probably a little wetter than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. I'm going to keep the pumpkin pie open. I like to just go in order and stamp them to get a better spacing that way. Here we are with a little Cajun craze. Little stamp mist. And just kind of move them around a little to make them... Oh, that one was way too wet, but that's okay. You get the idea. I did the same technique in my last video. I really like this for... It gives a watercolor effect. It makes it just look, I don't know, a little more interesting and less, just more artsy when you add a little water. Alright, here we go with some old olive. I'm sure someone else knows the right word for this. If I could aim my spritzer in the right direction, I'd be good today. There's a bug in here. Okay, here we go. 1 or 2 more and we'll be done. We'll go back to the pumpkin pie, I think, yeah. I posted this card, the first one I did, on my blog yesterday. And I wanted to add the video. Well, ruined the video. Okay, I guess we're going to do one more green. Like I said, totally random how you want to do the colors. You can do all the same color, different colors. They're a little green right there. Well, that was a real juicy one. Just let that dry for a second while I put all this up. Yeah. Okay. So essentially, I'm done. You know, the stamping is done. This is a nice card to do in a class. I mean, you could easily do this at a coffee and cards class, which I'm having this week on Thursday. So, okay, we just did a little splattering. Now, remember when you splatter on this or do any kind of inking or stamping on this, the ink is going to sit right on top. So, usually I cover it with a piece of copy paper, but I didn't. So, I'm going to turn that over, pat that off, and see how there's the ink from my really wet stamp. So, I don't want to splatter on that because it just makes a mess. But it wipes off easily. You can wipe those Stampin' Mats off with, you know, with a damp cloth. Let it dry and it's perfect. Okay, I do have a white tablecloth here, but that's okay. It's just for show. Alright, now I'm going to just do a little splatter on here. I like splattering lately. I'll just... Some days it's good. Some days it's a little overdone. And that's nice. There we go. Just a nice little gentle splatter to kind of fill up the extra white space, or in this case, very vanilla space. So here's my card base. I'm a heavy user of Tombow. I cannot get enough of this glue. It's probably because it's... Well, this is made in Thailand. Originally, I think Tombow was from Japan. Oops, no, we don't want to put that in there. Put it right here. Thinking I'm doing my liner. Here we go. Like I said, it's early. I'm only on my second cup of tea. It's still dark outside. Perfect time to make a card when it's still dark outside. All right. Oh, and here's my liner. I do line every card that I make with few exceptions. Probably the exceptions would be using the extra thick white or extra thick very vanilla. I won't line those if I use that as a card base. Alright. And I do keep my liners and my card fronts and card bases pre-cut. I have a basket full of them. One day I'll take a picture and share it with everybody. I need to put a little more glue right there. There we go. Looky, looky, cookie. It's all done. I think I'm going to put a little solid leaf stamp on the inside and crushed curry because that's what I'm feeling this morning. Maybe I'll do this one like full on. Yes, looks very nice. All right, that's done. Very easy, very simple. So it's a little crooked, but hey, that's all right. Sometimes you can maneuver the glue a little bit longer, but oh well, that's easy. It's an easy fix. Anyway, that's it. Just, you know, if you want to make those thin line stamps look a little bolder and you don't mind the little splotchiness to it, you don't mind the non-crispness of it, you can just sprinkle a little water with your mister. This is not a Stampin' Mister, but it's one that I've had for ages, but we do have some really nice ones, bigger than those, which is nice because those seem to run out pretty quickly. So all the information for the products I use today will be on my blog. It's teandstamps.blogspot.com. And I would love it if you would shop with me. If you have any questions about this, how I made this card, don't hesitate to ask. It was really easy, really fun. And just for fun, here is a picture of the three samples together. See, this is the stamped image, the thin line stamped image. See how the lines get a little thicker? And depending on how much water you use, the less water you use, you'll get a thick line, but a less smooshed out image, and then the die cut. So my next project's with the die cuts. That's going to be fun. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to stop by my blog. See you later. Bye.